we learned something. The best advice we can give everyone is that don't give people advice unless you're ready to be a part of the problem yourself. Okay, I can do this. I can make the production meeting. No one will make fun of me. No one will say things to embarrass me. No one will...
Hi, Kenzie.
Hi, Jess.
You, no, I can hear you.
That was so dumb. I can't believe I talked myself. I'm such a,
Chucklehead?
No, more of a... How'd you do that?
I have no idea.
So we had, I think, 4 or 5 segments from last week's show, and they were pretty good. Some were very good, some were excellent. But I think what we should do right now is let's start to talk about next week's show. Oh, girls, come on in. Have a seat. We were just talking about last week's Good Morning Eastview. Okay, Lindsay, go ahead.
For news, we led with sidewalks being 6% less slippery from last year, right? Our second lead news item was the interview with the new teacher.
Yeah, we got that in before she took her leave of absence.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, Ross, you're late.
That's latte, Mr. Hurt. Ross, latte?
No, you're late.
Sorry, coming.
It's okay. Have a seat, guys.
Mr. Hart, it's a good thing that they're late. Now they'll be more responsible to be on time next week.
What? This is birth.
Exactly.
What? Ed, wow.
Do you need any help today, Mr. Hart?
No, I don't need any help today. Thanks for coming in, though. How about tomorrow?
Okay, I'm off. Sports. This day in history. Smokey's Clip of the Week. Haley's segment. You know, guys, I think we're ready for something new.
You know what? I was thinking about maybe doing an advice column of some kind.
An advice columnist, Mr. Hart?
Advice on TV?
About what?
Well, think about it. I am looking for someone who has some kind of insight into other people's problems or feelings.
Feelings? Who cares?
You know, it's a good thing to let your feelings out. That way you won't ever have gastrointestinal issues in the future.
What?
How positive.
What kinds of feelings?
Well, I don't know. What do you guys have feelings about? Well, Kenzie, what do you have feelings about?
Problems with boys or girls?
You like boys?
No.
You don't?
Yes. What? No.
You know, it's a good thing to like boys. My mom says you should have friends of all kinds.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, to give advice, you have to be a good listener, and you have to be able to think before you respond.
I always think before I speak. That's why I say just the right thing.
You also need to pretend you're the person that needs advice. Feel what they're feeling and figure out what their needs are.
Right. Lindsay, can you add it?
Okay then, I'll add it. Good Morning Eastview goes live in
15 minutes.
Okay, let's get going. We've got to update the prompter. Go.
If I were you, I'd take a look, read a few pages in that book. I think you'll find that it was all misunderstanding. Just lose your anger, you'll be free to write perfect calligraphy. Just get the ups and downs of life to flow more smoothly. There's no need to turn blue, it's just a little free advice from me to you. Be careful what you wish for, you'd be surprised what you might get. It's hard to take it back and say you didn't want it yet. Listen to what you're hearing, although it may seem nice. Please just be aware of free advice.
Not quite live from Algonquin. Good morning, Eastview.
Good morning, East. Good morning.
With Haley Jones and Ross Your Latte.
Your latte.
With spiced commentary by Smokey the Dog. And now,
Morning, East.
good morning, Eastview.
And the student winner of tomorrow's principal of the day is Kiefer Kenson. Congratulations. You'll also get to use parking space number 1 for an entire week. Blowing happy thoughts from out of my mouth, I'm Haley Jones.
And before we close this week's Good Morning Eastview, we'd like to announce a new advice segment.
What does that mean? Well, do you have problems with your friends, school, or maybe you're stuck with an annoying brother or sister?
Write us a letter and we'll try our best to answer it on the air.
That's right, Haley.
Send us your problems and our untrained non-professionals will get right on it.
Thanks, Smokey. For all the morning crew here at 540 Longwood Drive, have a great day.
Have a great day, Eastview.
And we're clear.
Yeah, wonderful. Good job, everybody. Haley, good job. Nicely done. Smokey, good job as usual. Ross, good show. Good show. Well, Lindsay, we'll find out by the end of the day if we get any letters.
Maybe. By the end of the day, we were surprised by the response. There weren't just a couple of letters. There were at least 20. 20 letters. As we read them, Mr. Hart decided that we should choose one letter and kind of test our skills at giving advice. Later, Lindsay decided, very cheerfully, that only she, Haley, Eric, and Ross would answer the first sample letter. That left me out of things. I took the sample letter home anyway. We would meet the next day and compare our advice. That night, I read the sample letter. It was from a girl who got mad at her little brother for embarrassing her in front of her friends.
Dear Good Morning Eastview advice person, my brother always embarrasses me when my friends come over. He dances in a strange way and wiggles. Well, he just wiggles too much. It's gross. I feel like I want to curl up and disappear. My parents think what he does is cute. What should I do? Signed, Desperate.
pesky little brother. A pretty common kid trait, if you ask me. My advice was simple
and pretty easy to come up with.
Last winter, I got caught up in writing a blog on the internet. My dad told me that it was an active link on the server that he would provide. I don't even know what that means. When you're a kid, having common sense just doesn't happen one step at a time. So when I posted that I was becoming a haven for kids with problems, I never realized what I was getting into. I gave advice. Nothing that would hurt anyone, just basic advice. It's easy if it's not happening to you.
What kind of world do you want? Think anything.
I want the type of world for my children where the earth has an ozone layer with no holes.
It filters the sun. Global warming.
History starts now.
I want my kids to be able to go outside and smell the flowers.
I want the type of world for my children where there's plenty of fresh water. Without water, plants and people can't exist.
We need to find a better way to make drinking water out of salt water. I want the type of world for my children where there's no pollution.
Noise pollution.
No air pollution.
Without water pollution.
No pollution.
Renewable energy sources.
Electric cars. Hydrogen-powered cars. Clean burning energy.
Use the tides to get our energy. My children will be better off.
Better off. Better off.
No more endangered animals. Extinct plants. Plants bring color to our world.
I want to say to my kids, those animals were endangered when I was your age, but they're not now.
When my kids go on a camping trip someday, they'll see life, not death.
What kind of world do you want?
We need the land.
What kind of world do you want?
The earth is a living thing. We need to feed it.
I want the type of world for my children where there is peace.
No wars. Peace.
I want my children to be safe.
Be careful what you wish for. Start now.
We need to live with each other.
This Tuesday night, following Cue Ball with Dave Dinkums.
I told the support crew we can't do the research unless we have the green tea. What are you saying, Captain Napper? This could be the end of us all. For real. This time.
We have questions.
How can you defend someone like so illogical? Okay.
Why do you act like this?
What does all this mean? The more we find out, the more I fear our safety.
What?
I'm not wide awake. I am the Napper.
Captain Napper's Overacting Playhouse, Tuesdays at 8 on the EDN.
Okay, you've got your tie, and you've got your suspenders. What else?
I've never been principal for a day. What do principals do?
Never mind that for now. Okay, it's like this. Hello, children.
Hello, children.
No, that's not it. Remember, C and F. Concern and focus.
Concern and focus.
Okay, now, show me. Use your eyes.
Like this?
Close. Now, wait a minute. Try these. Okay, remember, C and F. Concern and focus. Use your eyes. That's it. Okay, now go and meet and greet Eastview.
I just don't want to talk about it.
Come on, you like wrote the letter, didn't you?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Like when I come over, your brother is like weird.
Look, a lot of people have little brothers who annoy them.
Oops. How did you know there was a little brother in that letter?
Oh, yeah. How did you know that?
I don't know. I have like no idea.
Okay, the Good Morning Eastview Action News team, come back here right now.
It's the Good Morning Eastview Action News Team production meeting with Jessica Mentos, Tyler Gecko, Kenzie Reese, Lindsay Pandana, Haley Jones, Eric McNapkin, Ross You're Late,
That's latte?
and Smokey the Dog.
What's happening?
Well, anyway, we need to go over all of the practice responses to the sample letter. Mr. Hart?
As you know, the letter was from a girl whose little brother really annoyed her and embarrassed her in front of her friends.
Right. And his parents think he's cute when he misbehaves.
Sorry, Mr. Hart. I had to turn my homework in. I'm late.
I thought it was latte.
Me too.
Whoa, Ed!
Do you need any help today, Mr. Hart?
Well, yes I do today, Ed. There's some papers that need to be stapled in the front of the room.
Okay, I'm on it.
Whoa.
All done? Just let me say that I have the perfect advice for this person.
Hold on. I appreciate all of your enthusiasm, but...
Wait. Let's take this in order. Jessica?
Eric. Jessica. What advice would you give to this girl?
Stop whining.
Get a life.
Show up late.
Recalibrate the molecular structure of an atom.
It's a good thing that he misbehaves. Now you can just tell him to tippy-tap away and do the happy dance.
Lindsay?
Okay, ready? Draw happy faces until he just goes away or joins you in all the fun.
Okay then. Well, I've got some good news. Seeing that 2 heads are better than 1, I'm going to have you work together in pairs. And maybe we can come up with some better advice.
Yeah. You know, it's not easy weaving the kind of administrative magic that needs to be done around here.
C and F.
That's right. C and F. Remember, concern and focus.
Students.
Hi, kids. How's it going? Hi, kids. Hi, kids. Did you see that, Con? I gave him the old stink eye.
Stink what?
You know, Con, I think I found my vocation.
For what?
This is a great gig.
Gig?
Okay, let's regroup with our new combined advice. Back to the back of the room. Let's go.
We'll go first, Mr. Hart. Our advice is tell him, get out of here now. You're like the plague. Move, move, move.
Okay, Jessica, read yours and Tyler's.
No way yours will be better than ours. Jessica, read yours and Tyler's.
Eric?
Go ahead, Jessica.
Eric?
All you need is a simple equation which might realign the medulla oblongata of the brain, therefore reestablishing proper behavior.
Okay. Who's next?
It's a good thing that he misbehaves because miss means not and behave means how you function.
And put it all together and it's a happy brother-sister junction.
No, this is not advice. It's poetry. It's science. It's...
Wait. I have some advice I'd like to share. It's simple and it gets right to the point. I wrote it last night. You weren't supposed to.
That breaks the laws of physics.
Nana, nana, boo, boo.
Nope, not even close to breaking any laws, Kenzie. I'm sorry. Let's see what you have to say.
Always have something special on hand in case your little brother invades your privacy. Make it something he'd enjoy, like playing a new video game, reading your diary. A made-up one, of course. And best of all, threaten to hug and kiss him in front of your friends. He's sure to evacuate the room. Everyone lives happily ever after. Give it a try.
Kenzie, I think that we owe you an apology. Now I realize something. I realize that we should have listened to what you said before, your advice. That way, we could have gotten you some special help. That was unusable.
It's a bad.
That's not gonna work.
It's a bad thing. It's a bad thing.
Can we talk? Well, over there?
Sure, Heather. Hi, Debbie. What's up?
Hey.
You know that letter you're sampling for the Good Morning Eastview advice team thingy? Well, it's mine.
I like so knew that. Oh my gosh.
Debbie, look, a unicorn.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, gosh, Heather. I'm sorry you're having problems with your brother. How's it going?
Not well.
How can I help?
Well, I heard all the advice people were trying to give, and I think yours is pretty good.
Thanks.
Well, I want to try what you said. I think, well, I hope it'll work. Can you come over today?
What day is it?
Wednesday.
Perfect.
And you're just a half a block from my house.
And I've already got a fake diary made up in my computer. I'll just take my name out and put in your name. We'll put it in your computer.
Excellent. What about a video game?
I've got that too.
What about the hug and kiss?
Hopefully, it won't have to come to that.
A job worth doing is worth doing together. We're together. It's better together. Who knows the possibilities? We must hang together or hang separately. Ben Franklin wrote that. He was very intelligent. He meant everything he said. Getting good players is easy. Playing together is the hard part. A successful team beats with one heart. No matter what you do, someone helped you. Even when you learn to tie your shoe.
Any job worth doing is worth doing together. Teamwork.
It took me a while to change the computer diary and find the spare video game. The hug and the kiss are like, well, the paramedics. They're always there in emergencies, but you hope there's never a situation where you have to use them. When I arrived at Heather's house around 7 o'clock that evening, Heather was glad to see me. It seems her little brother and his friend were already terrorizing her. And quite honestly, Heather's a hard person to intimidate. The boys seemed happy to see us, the same way a lion likes to see a wildebeest in its territory. It looked like they were planning something bad. We got our ammunition ready, so when the first attack occurred, we were predisposed. Before the onslaught, we countered with distraction number 1, the video game. Want to try this new video game? Heather asked her brother. We had him just where we wanted him. But suddenly, everything backfired. After we exercised our legs, Heather and I set up distraction number 2. Want to read my diary? Heather asked politely. They bit. Soon, they were so consumed by the fake diary that Heather and I actually walked away, safely. About a minute later, the phone rang. It was Jessica.
Hello? Oh, hi, Jessica. What? There was a mass emailing to everyone in the school? Entries from my diary? It said I like to what? Take bubble baths while eating goat cheese? No!
A last resort is like eating a dried out piece of beef at your grandma's. When all else fails, You have to eat it and look like you're enjoying it. Life had just handed us the driest piece of beef I've ever tasted.
Once in a lifetime, a show comes along that is so unique, so controversial, that America stands up and takes notice.
Welcome to the Backlit Hair Flip Show with your host, Danny Dithers.
Hi, everybody. I'm Danny Dithers. Contestants?
I'm Donnie.
I'm Dandelia. I'm on TV. Oh my gosh.
Are you ready? Flip. Flip. Flip.
Heads. Yeah, okay.
The Backlit Hair Flip Show, Thursday nights at 7 on the ETN.
The next day, we were all able to compare notes as advice givers. Some of us were better than others, while some of us weren't very good at all. During that time, I explained to Mr. Hart that I had been a blog advice columnist on the web since December. He told me that he was impressed that I had experience and that experience might help the others. We gave giving practical advice a final effort. We were on to something, but we didn't exactly know what.
I heard some great things about your tenure as principal yesterday.
I just want to say thanks for letting me be principal for a day yesterday.
And for freeing me from my classroom to be his assistant.
Kiefer, Colin, let's just say it went well. Very well.
Thanks, Principal Brown.
Kiefer, I've been thinking.
About what?
Well, I'm not always going to be in the building, you know. Administrative meetings, work seminars, the occasional broken hand. And well, I could really use someone like you.
You mean I get to wear the suspenders again? Be the chief? The head honcho? The big cheese?
No, I just need someone to warm up my bagel every morning.
I'm your man.
What's the matter, Kiefer? You look like you're going to cry.
No, it's just that...
Well, if you're not interested, I'm sure Colin here would like the job.
I'll do it.
Sure, we'll be happy to warm up your daily bagel, Principal Brown.
You know, have some fun with it. Hey, maybe you could do a Good Morning Eastview segment about it. We could call it Warming Up Mr. Brown's Breakfast. How about it?
We'll check with Mr. Hart.
See ya.
Oh, boys, how about an Eastview dust wad? It's made out of old pencils. It's art, a visual art.
Not quite live from Algonquin. Good morning, Eastview.
Good morning, East. Good morning.
With Haley Jones and Ross Your Latte.
Your latte. Your latte.
With spiced commentary by Smokey the Dog. And now,
Morning, Eastview.
Good Morning, Eastview.
With more on this, here's Haley Jones.
Thank you for all the cards and letters. So after much forethought, we at Good Morning Eastview have gathered all our wisdom and committed to answer the following letter. Ross?
Dear Good Morning Eastview advice person. My brother always embarrasses me when my friends come over. He dances in a strange way and wiggles. Well, he just wiggles too much. It's gross. I feel like I want to curl up and disappear. My parents think what he does is cute. What should I do? Signed, Desperate. Kenzie?
Thanks, Ross. Dear Desperate, I learned a lot this week, especially about giving advice. See, no one lives long enough to experience everything there is in life. We can be a big help to each other by sharing what we know and what we've learned. But when someone asks for our advice, what they really want is, well, just to tell us what's going on. It's what's bothering them. It's what's unfair. They don't want advice. They want a friend who listens and is able to guide you.
Don't jump in and offer advice.
Why not?
Not everyone needs advice. Some people just need a friend.
They just need some help in arriving at their own conclusions.
So the best way to offer advice is to ask questions.
Right. What are your options? What are your obstacles?
It's presumptuous to offer advice.
Smokey, can you tell us the 5 points for giving advice?
Sure. 1. Stop, look, and listen. Think before you speak. 2. Listen to what they have to say. What are all the facts? 3. What are the feelings being expressed? Anger, resentment, despair, grief, confusion? 4. What needs are being expressed? Acceptance, recognition, encouragement, compassion. 5. Put yourself in their shoes. Feel what they feel and you will be able to be a good friend. Kenzie?
And as for your annoying little brother, think about this. You've survived this long without a solution. You could probably last another day or two. So, why not sleep on it before taking any action? It's probably best to have a cooling off period to prevent you from acting rashly. In conclusion, I would probably say, instead of giving advice, let's give ourselves. Isn't that what friends are for? 'Cause really, our friends are so unique. They can be so different. They make us love ourselves for who we are. My life is like great characters from a book. So great that you never want it all to end.
Misunderstanding. Just lose your anger and you'll be free to write perfect calligraphy. Just get the ups and downs of life to flow more smoothly. There's no need to turn blue, it's just a little free advice from me to you. Be careful what you wish for, you'd be surprised what you might get. It's hard to take it back and say you didn't want it yet. Listen to what you're hearing, although it may seem nice. Please just be aware of free advice.
We'll be right back.